they know that 16 times out of 17 their application will be successful and they'll be able to stay. Look, Macron, it's deeply unedifying to have Macron insult us, but he had a point when he said the pull factors in soft touch Britain are extremely strong. There is a reason why people are making that perilous journey from the safety of northern France to come to Britain, and that is because 47% of the time they'll have their application approved. It's because we will put them up in asylum hotels at the cost of the taxpayer of £5 million a day. We'll provide them with food, we'll pay for their bills, they'll have access to a range of...
Let Barry come back on that. Barry?
The first thing to say, I think, Vicky, is that if we're going to talk about a bad deal, we have to remind ourselves that before Brexit, we had the power to put people back to France. And it was the bad deal of the Brexit deal that actually meant that we couldn't. So let's start right where really the responsibility lies. Now, you talk about people being put in hotels. Absolutely right. You, of course, know that since we came into government last year, we've already closed 5 of those hotels, and more importantly, what we've done is we've speeded up the processing in the courts, so there isn't a backlog. So we know who is a genuine asylum seeker with a well-founded fear of persecution in their country of origin, and who is here as an economic migrant, simply because they want to be here and prosper in this country. Now, I hope that you would say to people that anyone who really genuinely does have a fear of persecution, whether they're coming from Ukraine, whether they're coming from North Africa, wherever they're coming from, if they're coming from a place of tyranny, then it is right that we, as all other decent nations, should say, yes, we will give you sanctuary. Now, if that's not...
You must see, Barry, that
the system... Hang on, let's ask one at a time.
Massive abuse and exploitation.
Well,
and it cannot stand. It's unsustainable.
You obviously have no faith in our judicial system because you said our judges are just allowing these people. Do you not think that I deal with these cases daily, day in, day out. They're my constituents, many of them. People come here and then they apply for asylum. So I see those cases. And actually, the judges don't just let any old person come
But
here.
they do, Barry.
There has
There is
to
the
be...
example, as the Telegraph reported a couple of months ago, of an Albanian criminal who was allowed to stay because his son apparently had an aversion to foreign chicken nuggets.
A complete nonsense. Look, you'll always pick out issues that are one-off anecdotal nonsense where you haven't looked at the background of the case.
Barry,
but if
these are genuine asylum seekers, then why is it that all of them throw their phones and their papers into the sea before they get on the boats? If they could prove that they were coming from areas of persecution, then they would get asylum. They don't. They throw them away. Why are they doing that if they